I want to talk about epidemics right now. These are front cover stories in Time magazine. We're talking about obesity, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, arthritis. Why are all these things are not infectious except for rheumatoid arthritis? So if they're not infectious, why do we have epidemics here? Well, that's because the nutrients necessary to prevent and reverse them to support your body's ability to maintain and repair itself are no longer found in our food. And so eating the same way we used to eat doesn't make any difference because the nutrients are no longer there. Okay, this goes back to the story of Thomas Edison pulling the switch on the first commercial electric generating plant in New York City in Pearl Street. And we're talking about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882. And without knowing the consequences of what was going to happen, there was all kinds of unintended consequences, one of which was within 10 years, everybody converted from wood as a universal fuel in the industrialized world, particularly the United States, to electricity. In fact, there was a big full-page advertisement in Ladies' Home Journal between 1910 and 1920. And during that time, the number of electric stoves, we're talking about Edison electric stoves, went from something like 60,000 to 1 million in a 10-year period because of the ad in the Ladies' Home Journal, full-page ad. And basically what they were saying is, ladies, no need to have to worry about carrying the wood ashes outside, no worries about so much dirt and dust and ashes in your house, much cleaner house, much safer, and so on. And women just flocked to the electric stove, and that's okay. But where everybody failed was they didn't realize that our source of nutritional minerals came from these wood ashes, a.k.a. plant minerals, or plant minerals, a.k.a. wood ashes, which are being put in our gardens every morning as a source of nutrition for our plants. Well, it turns out that these wood ashes are not really ashes. They're 95 to 98% plant minerals. When you burn the wood for fuel, that powder that's left is 95 to 98% minerals. And there's a little bit of carbon left over, so they were gray or maybe black. And nobody knew that their health would spiral downward at an accelerating rate because of electricity. Okay? Well, it turns out that people liked electricity, and of course politicians say, you vote for me, and we will have electricity in every home. They had the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. They had the Hoover Dam in the Colorado River. And with those two dam systems, they actually create electricity for homes in 25 states, fully half the states. And within 10 years, we had a real problem. We had the Great Dust Bowl. We had the Great Depression. And everything was falling apart because there was no more nutrition in our food. People were dying early. People were sick. They couldn't work. And it was a mess. Well, also, we had something else that happened. Another unintentional consequence everybody thought was good, and that was flood control. Well, it turns out the annual flooding in bottomland, which is the most expensive and most fertile farmland in the world 5,000 years ago, and yet today, it turns out that when you put in these dam systems, they actually use them for flood control, and everybody thought that was good. Well, there was no more silt every spring for farmers to plow back in, so there's no more nutrition going back into our fields. The story gets worse. Now our oceans are dying, not from pollution, but because the silt isn't reaching the ocean anymore, and that was the basic food. Silt from the mountains, the minerals from the mountains was the basic food for the algae and the little plants, which the little fish ate them, the medium-sized fish ate them, the big fish ate them, and we ate the big fish. That's not happening anymore because of flood control. No more silt to plow in every year. So I want everybody to get a hold of the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD, the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and learn the whole story of how electricity is what's killing us, okay? Because it results in malnutrition, not enough minerals in our food, for the food, as well as for ourselves and our animals and so forth. And animals, of course, farmers and veterinarians know to put minerals in animals' food, and so we've eliminated 900 different diseases that still plague people, and we've eliminated all birth defects that still plague people, okay, because these are all nutritional deficiencies of the embryo, not genetic. So I want everybody to get the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, loan them out to everybody, get that message out there, and start helping people. Get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and get a hold of the book, Rare Earths Been Cures. Okay? These things are dealt with in great detail in these 3 books: Dead Doctors Don't Lie, DVD, book, and CD, Rare Earths Bin Cures, and Epigenetics. And then you'll know how to prevent and reverse obesity, Alzheimer's disease, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Just think about it. Congestive heart failure is a deficiency of a single vitamin. Cardiomyopathy heart disease, I've done 1,700 autopsies there. That's a deficiency of a single mineral. Type 2 diabetes is a deficiency of a single mineral. Arthritis is a deficiency of a combination of vitamins and minerals. And then, of course, Alzheimer's disease is a nutritional deficiency. So is obesity. And Alzheimer's disease is driven by doctors telling you what to do, and, of course, statin drugs lower cholesterol. Because Alzheimer's disease is primarily a deficiency of cholesterol. Yep, cholesterol. Not too much aluminum, not genetic. Contact your young Jewish associate today. Get Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Rare Earths Bin Cures, and Epigenetics. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I thought we'd talk a bit about hand washing, as I've got a story here from Fox News headline, Doctors' Hand Hygiene Plummets Unless They Know They're Being Watched, a study finds. Say doctors and nurses' hand hygiene is supposed to be as intuitive as breathing. And they say it should be second nature, but they say healthcare workers need supervision to keep their hand cleaning habits on target. A new study from Santa Clara Valley Medical Center says that even doctors may fall prey to what's known as the Hawthorne effect, whereby people change their behavior when they know they're being watched. The study was presented at the Association of Professionals in Infection Control and Epidemiology, and they found that hand hygiene compliance was dramatically different when health professionals knew they were being evaluated versus when they did not. Because infection-caused bacteria is often carried from patient to patient on the hands of healthcare workers. Breaking this chain of transmission is a top priority in hospitals nationwide. A study and others indicate that while the principle of hand hygiene is simple, human behavior is one of the hardest things to change. And they say that you had 2 types of auditors assessing hand hygiene: infection prevention nurses, who everyone in the hospital recognizes as the hygiene patrol, and high school and college-age volunteers who were trained to perform the exact same assessments but were not consistently recognized as such by hospital staff. As the study progressed, one pattern grabbed the researchers' attention. Noticed very consistent trend that our infection prevention nurses were seeing something different than the volunteers were seeing. The IP nurses noted much higher compliance rates. So they wondered if it could be that the volunteer observers just weren't doing it right, so they took extra measures to make sure that that was not the case, and came down to it. It was the Hawthorne effect. Lisa Hansford, one of the recognizable IP nurses, says, when we would come on the floor, I would notice that nurses or providers were not using alcohol. Then they would glance up and see me and bend over backwards to lather up. Found that hand hygiene compliance rates observed by IP nurses was about 57%. That's still not very good. While hospital volunteers, who tended to blend in and not be recognized as hygiene auditors, they recorded rates as low as 22%. According to the CDC, they say, and the World Health Organization, they say averages are as low as about 40% of compliance on hand washing. And that's something you've been talking about for a million years. So once again, you've been vindicated. And, you know, I think we talk about that on this show just about every day.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's one of those things as a pathologist, you see all the wreckage on the autopsy table, and so much of it's due to infections transmitted by doctors and nurses. And when you look at just infections, and, you know, these big studies by the Center for Disease Control and the, Medical Institute.
World Health Organization.
Yeah, World Health Organization, all of them. You know, the Institute of Medicine, that's what I'm looking for. And they've said that there's 2 million infections every year in households by C. diff, just one bug. It's the human poop bug. 2 million infections each year just from C. diff, Clostridium difficile. And of those 2 million infections each year, all caused by doctors and nurses, 90,000 die. Okay, 90,000 die just from doctors not washing their hands every year. Now, that's pretty scary. Now, what would happen if Iran or Iraq were to send over an intercontinental ballistic missile with a biological weapon and infect 2 million people in a large population center in America and kill 90,000. It'd be war. The doctors get a walk. Well, we got to take care of ourselves because the government's not helping us. The medical doctors aren't dealing with it, so we have to take care of ourselves. So contact your Youngevity Associate and get the Pure Works, slather it all over yourself, and give it to doctors as a Christmas present, and tell them you love him, I hope. Okay? We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Ren, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Ren, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Hi. Okay, how can we help you today?
Good. My friend has had a surgery to take up some screws from her leg, and she was diagnosed with a bug called Staphylococcus aureus, which could develop into MRSA, they say. And they put her onto antibiotics called ceftriaxone, which is an IV 3 times a day for 6 weeks. And she wants to know whether she can take longevity products and how can it help her.
Okay, now she's got an infection in the bone following the surgery, pulling the bolts or nuts or wire out of her bones.
Yeah, that's right. She actually had surgery a year ago,
mm-hmm.
and she was coming out and a rash around the wound, but somehow they never caught it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What does she weigh, you think?
She is 190 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
She's 5 feet.
How tall? 5'5". Okay, 5 feet 5. Yeah, I'd like to see her weigh 140. So she needs to lose about 50, 60 pounds. And Char, what would you do for this lady who's got a infection in a surgical wound after they remove some wire or bolts out of her bones?
What I would do is get her on a gluten-free diet, put her on 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and for the infection, I'd have her take the colloidal silver and killer biotic.
Yeah, spray the colloidal silver on the wound, and then the killer biotic. Go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. But I would use the colloidal silver on the wound, but I would also use the Pure Works. You could use it as a soap. We got a liquid shower gel. We have actually a lotion. We have the foam. We have the spray. And she can go ahead and spray the colloidal silver on, or envision colloidal silver on 2-3 times a day. Certainly, when she bathes and takes showers, she can use the Pure Works liquid shower gel on that wound and make sure that it kills bugs. It will kill bugs, okay? So between as Char said, 2 healthy bone and joint packs, there'll be 15 glucogel a day, a full dose of everything else twice a day. None of the bad stuff. Get rid of all the inflammation, increase the absorption. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And give us a call every couple of weeks and let us know how this gal's doing. And stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New Jersey. And Linda, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Linda, you're on the air.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Wallach. I'm reading your book. I feel like I met somebody that makes sense. I've been doctoring now for 5.5 years for autoimmune.
Okay.
Which is aplastic anemia. I have to get transfusions every 2 weeks. I'm exhausted. The transfusions I have an overload of iron now to probably about 10,000. And my memories go in. I'm getting depression, dry skin, dark stool. I have a low weight. I'm about 5'2.5", and I'm 98 pounds. And I've been trying so many things. I believe in the natural. I've been juicing. I've been organic farm.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're kind of, thinking correctly. Getting rid of the bad foods is very important here. And let's see here. When you have aplastic anemia, that means you're just not forming new blood cells, okay? And, of course, you have a black stool there because doctors think you have an iron deficiency, and so they're giving you lots of iron, and that'll turn your bowel movement black. The iron will. And do you have any arthritis or back problems, anything like that?
No. I don't.
Have you shrunk any?
I have too much iron in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I have 10,000.
Yes, I understand.
10,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get, no. They're giving me the blood transfusions, which is put more into my blood
Sure.
with the transfusions. So I want to be able to turn my body around. Go ahead.
Okay. So you don't have any arthritis. Did you have asthma as a kid or bronchitis or skin problems?
I have very dry skin.
Okay. All right. Well, I think aplastic anemia can be caused by the bone marrow cavity of your bones filling up with scar tissue, so it squeezes out the cells that make the red blood cells. Do you also have low white blood cells or platelets?
Both. Very low.
Everything's low. Yeah. I believe you have osteoporosis, and which is because you have a malabsorption. You're not absorbing a lot of things, resulting in all these different health problems. Char, what's her basic underlying problem?
She's probably got a gluten intolerance, but she needs more calcium. That's the problem.
Yeah. And so you're not absorbing nutrients, including the minerals necessary to maintain bones. And so when that happens, the bone matrix, which is kind of the rebar of the bone, actually begins to fill up the bone marrow cavity, trying to maintain the strength of the bone, and it squeezes out the cells that make red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So your story is not unusual. And, of course, memory begins to go, as you say. And then, of course, you're overweight, which you can't absorb nutrients, so you're going to gain some weight. And depression is caused by deficiencies of the brain. And autoimmune diseases are, dealt with by or caused by nutritional deficiencies. So hang on. We'll be back. Get your pen and paper ready. We'll give you a program after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to New Jersey and Linda. Okay, Char, we got a gal who's 98 pounds, 5'2", and let's see here. She's got aplastic anemia, not enough platelets, not enough white blood cells. She has depression. Oh, she got iron overload because of the myelofibrosis is what this is called when you get this connective tissue in the bone marrow cavity. Myelofibrosis also might be called myelosclerosis. Okay, memory loss. And so, what would you do for her?
Okay, I would give her a healthy bone and joint pack, and then I would give her the Synaptive. I give her the de-stress, and she's not overweight. She's actually she's about weight appropriate, maybe a little underweight. Yeah. So what would you do to get the stem cells working in her bone marrow to make more red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets? I give her the Immortalium.
Perfect. Get A+. Okay, so Char's quite correct here, Linda. What you want to do is get a hold of one healthy bone and joint pack per month, and I would even get an extra bottle of the glucogel, so you can take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And it'll sure beat getting a transfusion every couple of weeks. And I would also have you take the Synaptive. As Char said, that's going to get your brain working again. It'll support and promote communication between the neurons, the brain cells. Synaptive, go ahead and take 3 of those a day. That's 1 bottle a month. Spread them out over the day or take them all at once, whatever is more convenient for you. Also, the de-stress capsules, it has the nutrients in there for metabolism of the brain and liver. Okay, and so I would also go ahead and take 1 bottle a month of de-stress capsules. Take 2 at breakfast, 2 at dinner time. And let's see here. I would also, what I leave out here, Char? We get them all?
I think you got them all. The Immortalium?
Okay. Immortalium, yep. Go ahead with Immortalium. That'll be 1 bottle a month. Take 2 tablets at breakfast and 2 at dinner time. And that's going to stimulate your bone marrows to make more stem cells to make more platelets, red blood cells, and white blood cells. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Give us a call every time you go get your blood test from the doctors, and let us know how the numbers of your cells are going. But I think you have the myelosclerosis or myelofibrosis, which is severe osteoporosis. And how old are you, Linda?
I am 66.
Okay. All right. Give us a call every couple of weeks. You can start the diet immediately. It's going to take 4 or 5 days to get working days to get the supplement program up to New Jersey, but you can start the diet immediately. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Detroit, Michigan. And Anthony, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hey, Dr. Wallach.
Anthony, you're on the air. Okay, sir, how can we help you?
I've got a gentleman that's 56. You got my laptop up with that. 56, 5'11", 200 pounds. Says his heart beats fast from time to time, and he used to have pressure in the upper stomach area. Appreciate it. He's on the line right now.
Okay. And does this gentleman have a history of arthritis or back problems?
No, sir.
Okay. And did your doctors ever diagnose his fast heart rate to something like AFib, atrial fibrillation, or
Atrial fibrillation, yes, sir. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is a Shar thing. Shar, what would you say this guy has? What's his problem?
Well, he's got arthritis really bad because he's lost the vertebrae, have lost the cartilage, and the vertebrae are squeezing the nerve that goes in through the back into his heart, and it's causing an irregular heartbeat. It's a simple problem.
It's tachycardia, fast heartbeat. Yep, it's not a heart problem. And again, as Shar said, it's not unusual. Have you shrunk any, sir, in height since you were 20 years old?
I wouldn't think I'm 5'11" now, and I've been like that since I'm, like I said, 56. And
yeah, well, I'd go ahead and get barefoot on a hard surface like a bathroom and a kitchen floor, and stand up against the door jamb. Have somebody else keep the pen level with the floor, and put a dot on the door, and then measure from the floor up to the dot, and see if you're still 5'11". Okay, you may be 5'11" with shoes on, but not without shoes. And what happens here is Shar is quite correct. When you get degenerative disc disease, the discs begin to get thinner in between your vertebrae. They're not getting enough nutrition to maintain themselves, and the vertebrae get closer together and begin to smash the roots of the spinal nerves that control the rate and the rhythm of the heart. Doctors are too willing to install a pacemaker, a defibrillator. They'll actually do an ablation where they kill parts of your heart muscle, trying to slow it down. They'll actually do a retroversion where they kill you with electricity, hoping to reboot your heart rhythm. And then when all that doesn't work, and it won't because it's a back problem, it's not a heart problem, they'll give you a heart transplant, and that doesn't work because it's a back problem, not a heart problem. And so you do these things, supplement with these things, and get rid of the bad stuff, the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, the gluten, so you can maximize your absorption and eliminate the inflammation. It's not unusual to see relief. Things will get better, and all the symptoms of the tachycardia and the palpitations can go away when you take the pressure off of those nerves. Give us a call every couple of weeks. And again, in Michigan, it'll take a couple of working days to get the products, but you can start the diet immediately. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And I would throw in no for carbonated drinks, even ones you think I was being benign. We're talking about club soda, sparkling water, ginger ale, those kind of things, because they will neutralize stomach acid, reduce the efficiency of absorption of minerals, which is part of the problem here. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Chicago, Illinois, and Dave, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Dave, you're on the air.
Dr. Wallach, thank you for taking my call, sir.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, this time it is for me that I'm calling about. And even though my eyes had been doing well, recently I felt uncomfortable. I was not seeing correctly from my right eye. And I had it checked out, and they told me there was some inflammation in the eye. Not that the pressure of the eye went up, but they told me there was some kind of inflammation. I really have learned a lot from you, sir. But I'd like to get your opinion on it.
Okay. What do you weigh again, David?
185, sir.
And how tall are you?
5'8".
Okay. That's about right. Maybe a little overweight, but about right, I think. Okay, Shar, what would cause inflammation in the eyes?
Anything, eating fried foods, eating olive oil, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oils. Yeah, Char's exactly right. Oils, fried foods of any kind, and then of course deli slices. Processed meats like deli slices, sandwich meats, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, spam, and then gluten, wheat, brown rye oats, and it's not uncommon when people are feeling pretty good, things are going right. The pressure in your eyes go down, your glaucoma gets better, you're feeling pretty good, you're losing a little bit of weight, you have more energy, you sleep better. People begin to drift, and they'll maybe unknowingly, because they're not really paying obsessive attention to it, they'll get into a little gluten, or they might have a pepperoni pizza, which has gluten and pepperoni in it, the processed meats and nitrites. And so you have to be obsessive about this, Dave, and stay away from the stuff. You got to be alert every meal, whether the meals are at home or at a restaurant. You got to make sure your dog food, cat food in the house, and bird food, fish food in the house do not have wheat, barley, rye, and oats in it, and the inflammation goes away. If you want some anti-inflammatory stuff, again, you can add the Z-Radical to your program. You can add the BTT 2.0 tablets to your program. Get that inflammation down. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Online, the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, let's head to Florida. And Norma, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Norma, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
Good to talk to you. I'm a diabetic, type 2 diabetic.
Okay.
And I've been on the BTT Healthy Start Pack with the Sweeties I've been taking also, and the Synaptive that I've been, I felt like I needed.
Okay.
But I take 5 Sweeties. I only eat twice a day, and I take 5 Sweeties before each meal, plus whatever else is in the BTT Healthy Start Pack. But my glucose are running, I think, very high. Since I've gone off of Genumet, I've gone off of probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other medications I was on. But what do I have to do?
What is your blood? What's your blood sugar running?
It's running from the 130s to 160s.
Okay, that is high.
Yeah, and so...
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of quick questions here because we only have a few moments.
Okay.
Do you have any history of asthma or bronchitis as a kid?
No.
Do you have children?
3.
Do any of them have bronchitis or eczema, skin problems, asthma?
No.
Okay. And did you have any bowel problems, any irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis?
No.
Belly problem? What about your kids? Were they any of them colicky kids when they were born?
No.
Nobody has any bowel problems? If I were to interview them, they all say they have perfect bowel.
I do have gastroparesis. Is that a problem?
Okay, gastroparesis
Would that be
is when
problem?
Okay, yeah, where your stomach, you kind of dump all your food at one time into your intestines. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a slow emptying of my of my stomach.
Okay, that could be a problem. Okay, now, Char, what do you think is going on here?
Well, she obviously isn't absorbing. If she's taken that many Sweeties and it's not working, she's not absorbing. That's the only possible explanation.
You're exactly right. Okay, so she's certainly not underdosing, and so I would really look and see where you might be getting gluten. If you have a dog or a cat, make sure the dry dog and cat food have no gluten in it. Make sure the people living in the house with you, spouse, kids, renter, roommate, mother-in-law, mom, brothers and sisters, anybody in the household has got to be gluten-free, including the dog and the cat. But Char is exactly correct. If you're taking all that much product, then definitely. And let's see here. I didn't get how much you weighed. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 135. I'm 72 years old.
Okay.
And I wanted to go on the liver gallbladder flush, but I'm afraid the apple juice.
Yeah.
What about the apple juice?
No, you cannot have apple juice. Okay. You cannot have juice. And of course, if you're juicing and all that kind of stuff, that's a bad thing for you because your insulin's not able to communicate properly with your cell walls, and that's why your blood sugar is still up. So you need to make sure you get gluten-free, and you can have vegetables. You'll get everything you need from fruit and fruit juices from your vegetables without the sugar problem. And go ahead and take. I'd go ahead and take one healthy brain and heart pack. I'd kind of go up a little bit, and there instead of a healthy start pack, I go with one healthy brain and heart pack. I go ahead and take 2 bottles a month of the Sweeties as you are. You take 2 or 3 twice a day of the Sweeties, and make sure that you're taking your fasting blood sugar before you medicate yourself every day. But you have to be gluten-free. There's no doubt about it. Char is exactly correct. And you have to get off of gluten so your absorption capacity will be increased. And call us every couple of weeks. Let us know what your blood sugar is. Let us know what your weight is. And we'll walk you through this. Okay, well, thank you, Char. Super job as usual. And thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. Great testimonies and questions today. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. Carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's original roast, a perfect blend of mellow and smooth with just the right full-bodied depth to make an aromatic and enjoyable cup of coffee. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. Carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's original roast, a perfect blend of mellow and smooth with just the right full-bodied depth to make an aromatic and enjoyable cup of coffee. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.